Good evening, guys. Hope you're all okay. Welcome to my vlog, week 6. Today I'm going to talk about the same as I always do, what I've done all week and what I've been up to. And I'm also going to talk about TV programmes that I like to watch as a kid. So I'll start with what I've been doing this week first. Last Sunday, the 24th of September, me and my mum went to our local shopping centre. When we got there, we went in Greggs, then we went in Tesco's, then we were going to walk back home through our local park, but my nephew rang to say that he was coming with his partner and kids to my mum's house. So we just went back to our house. It was lovely to see him, and it was lovely to see his partner and his kids. Lovely to see they're all looking well. Monday, the 25th of September, we all went, me and my mum and her friend went to our local shopping centre. We went in Greggs, we was going to go in Greggs, but it was full, so we waited until it emptied, did some shopping, and then went back. Excuse me. Afterwards, my mum's friend went home, and me and my mum went back to her house to watch Neighbours. Then I came home and did some writing and some colouring whilst watching TV. Tuesday, me and my mum and her friend went to our local shopping centre. When we came back, mum's friend went home and me and mum went to her house, back to her house. When we got there, we watched Neighbours and EastEnders. Excuse me. Then I came home and did some writing. Wednesday, I didn't go out of the door all day because the council came to do a big job in my flat and it took all day, so I couldn't go anywhere. I just sat at my desk and wrote a copy of my Little Monster story neatly. Yes, that took all day, but I managed to finish it. Thursday, me and my mum went to the hearing aid clinic. I got some new hearing aids with built-in Bluetooth, which are brilliant apart from the fact they keep turning themselves off. Excuse me. I can talk on my phone and listen to music through them. Whilst we were down Hamley, we went in Greggs, got a sausage roll each. Mum got a free coffee, and then we got the bus and went back to Mum's house. When we got there, we watched Neighbours and EastEnders. Afterwards I came home and did some writing and some colouring. Friday, me and Mum went to our local shopping centre, and when we got there we went in Greggs, had something to eat, went and did some shopping in Tesco. Then we went back to my mum's, watched Neighbours and EastEnders. Then I came home and videoed myself reading the chapter of my Little Monster story, which I wrote on Wednesday. Excuse me. Then I uploaded it onto YouTube and Facebook. I did some of my jigsaw and some writing. Saturday, I went with my mum, that's today rather, I went with my mum to the doctor's. She went for her flu and COVID injections. Afterwards we went for the bus home. Then a lady came to the bus stop and told us that there was no buses coming to that stop. We decided to walk down to Hamley Town Street, and so did another lady. Luckily, my mum's friend and her husband pulled up in their car and gave us a lift back to our local shopping centre. We had something to eat and then we went shopping. Afterwards we went back to my mum and watched the film. Then I went to the shop and came home and did some writing whilst watching TV, which I'll be going back to in a bit. Now, let's talk about TV shows. Some of my favourites, if I go through them all, we'll be here all day. But never mind. Crackerjack. That was one of my... I don't really remember much about it, but I remember the show. Swap Shop. Another classic from the 70s and 80s. Orville and Keith Show. Now that was one of my favourites. One of my absolute favourites as a child. Muppet Show. I loved the Muppet Show. The Grange Hill. I love Grange Hill. I've got Grange Hill Series 1 and 2 on DVD. Blue Peter. I believe that's still going, I think. Could be wrong. Wurzel Gummidge. I've got the complete collection on DVD. Top of the Pops. Hitman and Her. Children's Ward. Play School. Rent-A-Ghost. Emu, another favourite of mine. Yeah, he was the hand puppet, and he was controlled by a guy called Rod Hull, I think, and a guy called, from what I've been told, also a guy called Michael Parkinson. Yeah, Children's Ward, that was one of my favourites. So was Hitman and Her. Play School, I watched Play School for years, and I loved that show. Rent-A-Ghost, I loved that too. Magic Roundabout, Raggy Dolls, I absolutely loved Raggy Dolls. He-Man, I think that was more a boy thing. Superman, Supergran, oh my god, I remember Supergran, that was so funny. I want that on DVD. Spider-Man, Batman, Incredible Hulk, where 1 minute he was a really nice man, then he'd get angry, rip all his clothes off, turn into a green man with big massive muscles, wearing nothing but underpants. Baywatch, Crossroads, Emmerdale, obviously that's still going. Corrie, that's still going. Dallas, Dynasty, Brookside, they finished years and years ago. I grew up with them shows. Used to watch them with my parents. Teletubbies, that's more a today thing, I think. And Mr. Blobby, I don't think Mr. Blobby even exists anymore. Play Your Cards Right, Blockbusters, Last of the Summer Wine, I've got every single one of them on DVD. And Step 2 and Son, I've got the complete collection. They are both so funny. Tenko, Rambo, Rocky, Heartbeat. Heartbeat, sometimes I watch that on the morning. I've got series 1 and 2 on DVD. Gladiators, Generation Game, Family Fortunes. That's still going actually. Dusty Bin, I don't think it was actually called that, but I think it was called 321 or something like that. Rosie and Jim, they were on, I don't know if they're still going, they were on a canal boat. I can't really remember much. Knight Rider, now Knight Rider was about a man, he also starred in Baywatch, I can't remember his name. And he had a car that used to talk to him, proper talk to him, a really highly intelligent car obviously. George and Mildred, Happy Days, Terry and June, Wild at Heart, Where the Heart Is, Paddington Bear, another favourite of mine, Waltons, got every single one of them on DVD. Little House on the Prairie, got every single one of them, and including the remakes on DVD. Bill and Ben, don't really remember that. Charlie's Angels, that were brilliant. Heart to Heart, that were brilliant. Minder, that were brilliant. I don't remember Chips, I don't know what I put that for. The Dukes of Hazzard, don't remember that. Open All Hours, remember that, but I never really saw it. Yogi Bear, I loved Yogi Bear. I love Different Strokes, I love Popeye, I love Mighty Mouse, Scooby-Doo, Danger Mouse, All Creatures Great and Small, The Generation Game, Mastermind, Karate Kid, I've got every one of them. Tomorrow's World, Buck Rogers, Minder, Fraggle Rock, Muppet Babies, The Banana Splits, the Wombles, oh my god, I love the Wombles. Bagpuss, I love Bagpuss. Bottom Moon, I love to watch Bottom Moon. Jack and Ora, I used to watch that. Rainbow, wow, who can forget Rainbow? With, what were they called? Bungle, Zippy and George, I think. I loved that show. Biker Grove, I loved that. Watched that all the time. Rupert Bear, I watched that all the time. Tom and Jerry, I watched that all the time. Wonder Woman, I used to pretend to be Wonder Woman. I used to love that show. Take Heart, don't remember that. Tiswas, I remember that with Timmy Mallet. I think it was Timmy Mallet. Starsky and Hutch, that was a police series. Happy Days, remember that. Gordon the Gopher. Doctor Who, which I believe is still going. The Wide Awake Club, don't remember that, not really. Razzmatazz, that rings a bell, I don't really remember that. Malcolm and Wise, that was another comedy show. Bad Girls, I loved that back in the day. Sesame Street, I believe that's still going. The Flintstones, that's still going. London's Burning, I used to love that every night. I think that used to be on every night at 9 o'clock. Every night, I used to wait for that to come on. The Bill, I used to love that. Ghostbusters, I loved that. Danger Mouse, the Thundercats, Inspector Gadget. Gummy Bears, I loved the Gummy Bears. Dogtanian, I loved Dogtanian. Big John, Little John, don't remember that. Someone said, I don't know where that came from. Henry's Cat, I remember that, I loved that. Record Breakers, that were boring. Tom and Jerry, I loved that. Charlie Says, now that was something we watched when we were really little at school, in primary school. And it was where Charlie would teach us about his Green Cross Code and about stranger danger. I don't know if they still do all that in schools, but that's what they did when we were really little, when we first started school. And that was in the 70s when I started school. I started in 1977. The Pink Panther show, I loved that. Fraggle Rock, I think I've mentioned that already. Puff the Magic Dragon, I loved that. Heathcliff, The Smurfs. Peppa Pig is a today thing. Ben and Holly, Winnie the Pooh, Cell Block H, Wackaday. I used to love that Wackaday. Spitting Image, that was horrible. The Bill, I think I've mentioned that. Transformers. I've mentioned Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men, I think. I've mentioned Little House on the Prairie, and I've mentioned the Waltons. I've mentioned Scooby-Doo. Oh, there's fireworks going off. Blind Date. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. I used to love that show. I used to like singing along to the song as well, as you can tell. Blind Date and Surprise Surprise were both run by Cilla Black. I absolutely loved that woman, and my dad was crazy about her when he was alive before she died. Well, after she died, he loved that woman. Play Your Cards Right, Rambo, Rocky, God, Thunderbirds, Fame. I've got series 1 and 2 and the film that started the show on DVD. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this vlog. I didn't, thought it was boring, but there you go. Remember, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Take care. Love yous. Bye.